Experience is gathered by hearing and seeing. One who is less intelligent gathers experience by seeing, and one who is more intelligent gathers experience by hearing. Important thing. This actually is kind of counterintuitive, right? Our modern science, they teach the exact opposite. Don't believe on hearsay. You see it for yourself. Seeing is believing. But here it is said the opposite. One who is less intelligent gathers experience by seeing, and one who is more intelligent gathers experience by hearing. Why? Okay, it has to be a proper source. When the source is proper, the hearing is far more effective than seeing. For example, let's take this COVID-19 experience. Now, when we hear in the news or when we read and hearing is basically the same thing. So we are not seeing it, we are receiving the information. Now there is so much fake information also is going on. Now there are some authorized channels like news channels which are supposed to disseminate correct information. So when we see, okay, United States have so many cases, India has so many cases, Singapore has so many cases. So we are not seeing all the dead people, but we are having immediate information at our fingertips just because we hear. That's just a material example. In spiritual realm, seeing is actually considered the worst because our senses are defective. We have 4 defects as conditioned souls: Brahma, Pramada, Vipralipsa, Karanapatav. So that means Brahma means tendency to commit mistakes. Then Pramada, we commit illusion. We are prone to illusion. So we can take one thing for another. And then Vipralipsa, cheating propensity, and Karanapatav, imperfect senses. So these 4 things, especially imperfect senses, like for example, if we see the sun, we see it as a small bright spot in the sky. But that is what the eyes tell us. But when we actually read in the textbook that actually the sun is very far and it's many millions of times bigger than the earth, then we understand. So we are actually not seeing the sun by seeing. Although we seeing, we don't understand by seeing it. See? But when we hear from the textbook, this is the actual fact. We have not gone to the sun and take a measurement tape and measured all the distance to the sun. We did not. But we are hearing from a textbook, some science book, and then we are gathering the information from that. So this is getting knowledge from hearing. How do we know about our history? How do we know Mahatma Gandhi existed or Hitler existed or who Shakespeare existed? Or take for the Puranas, Krishna, Ram, Yudhishthira Maharaj, Pandavas, all this. How did they exist or not? We cannot see anything in history, right? We can't even know our father, how he came. We have to everything accept on fact, on hearing. So this hearing is actually very important, and especially when it comes from the spiritual stratum, that becomes Shabda Brahma. So there are many ways to acquire knowledge. What is that? Aindriya, by the sensory perception. Then there is Anumana. Pratyaksha is also called Pratyaksha. Pratyaksha means by practically seeing it with our own eyes, with our senses, perceiving it. That is Pratyaksha. So the people think seeing is believing. You can't believe that the sun is so big. So how can you say seeing is believing? So in some cases maybe, but as we go more and more subtle things, especially spiritual life, we can never understand by seeing. What is that? Atha Sri Krishna Namade na bhavet grahyam indriyai. With these senses we can never understand Krishna. So the best way, then you may say, then this ear is also sense, hearing is also through senses. So how can we understand Krishna like that? So yes, correct. So any sound that is vibrated, the source of that vibration is this material world, it is imperfect to make us understand Krishna. But when the sound is coming from the spiritual world, that is called Shabda Brahma. Like Narottam Das Thakur has sung, Golokera Premadhana Harinama Sankirtana. This Harinam Sankirtana, Hare Krishna Mahamantra has come from Goloka Vrindavan. It is not a material sound vibration. So because it is revealed by God, revealed by Krishna, so that such revelation is available in scripture. So there is Pratyaksha, Anumana. Anumana means by inference. Like for example, I can hear some noise on the other side of the door. So I know, okay, there is somebody inside that room. So because there is some talking sound, I can hear, so okay, somebody is there. So this is inference. I can't see it, but I make inference. Based on the available evidence, we make a guess. So depending on whose voice it sounds like, okay, this person is there. So these are all inference. And then there is Aitihya. Aitihya means itihas, historical information, like our World War II, World War I. And finally, Shabda Praman. Shabda Praman means spiritual sound vibration, which is revealed in the scriptures. It's not just by, oh, this person saying, yeah, hearing is better than seeing, okay, good, I will believe all the rumors that are coming up. So, no, not that kind of hearing. That is Shrotavyasya Shrutasya. You become indifferent to whatever you are hearing and whatever is to be heard. You just become fixed. So, not that kind of hearing. But from the Shastra, yes.